Since 1976, the Honda Accord has been a staple in the North American sedan diet. After over 45 years and 11 generations, Honda is now ready to roll out its all-new 12th generation. Here are the first official images and details of the redesigned 2023 Honda Accord. At the Honda newsroom, what we're going to do is break down some of the information they gave us first, and then we'll hop on over the photos and break those down as well. If you're new to the channel, my name's Kirk. Talk about Japanese and Korean cars all the time. If you're into that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss my updates on the Accord, and let's get into it. Headline says, all new 2023 Honda Accord brings excitement back to the midsize sedan segment with sleek styling, improved hybrid performance, and Honda's first generation of Google built-in. Yes, we'll break down the image that talks about that or shows what that is going to look like. Other information here says Accord's all-new cabin will be available with Honda's largest ever touchscreen at 12.3 inches. That is good to see. The CR-V that I just drove, if you haven't checked that out, the CR-V Hybrid has a 9-inch screen at the max, base 7-inch screen. And they're saying the full reveal of the all-new Honda Accord will take place next month. Make sure you're subscribed. You do not want to miss my breakdown of the new Accord. And I'll be upfront with you, I haven't got any invites from Honda to go check out the new Accord, but definitely stay tuned because I will be driving the Honda Civic Type R next month. So holy smokes. First image, looking at the front end, we have the daytime running lights at the top, and we also have the sharp top portion of the front bumper here, which kind of reminds me of the current 11th generation Accord. We kind of have this triangular pattern front grille here. Of course, we have the large Honda badge up front, and then additional air passage here at the bottom. Very minimal. Looks like we have some front parking sensors up here as well. So it looks very edgy, like not a lot of soft rounded edges. It looks very, and you can see it also, these lines that kind of come up from the edge of the grille go into the hood. And when we compare it kind of to the front end of the current gen, the lights look a lot cleaner. We don't have that immense amount of chrome or sidebars here. It's a little bit more minimal. The only maybe shiny bits, maybe the edge of the grille here and the bottom of the grille, but that might be like dark black or chrome going on. No fog lights here. I know that upsets a lot of people. It doesn't really bother me that much down here in Florida, even though we do get fog in the center part of the state here. And the lines, like I mentioned, that go up from the center or the edge of the grille, don't go as far wide as they do in the current generation. See how this fans out here? This kind of goes straight back, probably towards the inside of the A-pillar, it looks like. Now comparing the 2022 to the 2023 on the back, well, this one, of course, we're looking at the hybrid. I wouldn't be surprised, just like the CR-V, that they're planning to sell half of the new Accords as hybrids. And we'll talk about powertrains here in a little bit as well. The new taillights look like a quantum leap in design as well as technology over the lobster claws. Goodbye, lobster claws. I don't know if anyone truly liked you, but it definitely looks a step up here. You can see Accord has been moved down below the taillights here on the bottom of the trunk lid, and kind of the sport slash touring, the trim badges are kind of in the same spot at the bottom right hand of the trunk lid. And the Honda badge is much smaller here, kind of reminding me of like the old Honda badges. Now, the outgoing model had dual exhaust that's visible, and maybe that might be the case if they still return the 2.0 liter K20C turbo 4-cylinder. That probably will have visible dual exhaust, but here on the hybrid model, we don't have dual exhaust. Future Kirk coming at you. Remembered after I was finished filming the original video that I had patented images of the Accord, and they're pretty much confirmed. Of course, they look a lot better in the teasers, and they will look a lot better in real life than what we have seen or seeing here. But this confirms that these images are 100% spot on for the new Accord. And I mentioned that line that was on the front of the grille, and I'm like, well, maybe it goes to the front of the A-pillar. Well, it kind of does, but it fades about 3/4 of the hood on the way up, and then they have an additional line on the outside of that. And while they don't have chrome around the front of the grille, it looks like they could have chrome on the top of the window design or the window trim there. Of course, that very sloping roof line like the current 11th generation Accord. Another look at the grille here. Here's a look at the front and back side by side. And these basic designs have been pretty much confirmed. It looks a lot better when it's painted. And these are low resolution where you can't really see the depth and creases of that hood. That gives it a little bit more character for sure. And then here it is side by side. Now these dimensions are really going to be accurate here. The cabin looks enormous on this vehicle. This is the largest sedan in the Honda lineup. Now that the RLX has gone from Acura, rest in peace, legend. We're going to miss you. Let's go back to Kirk in the past to get into the interior. And here we are with the all new screen here. Now, well, there's more here than you would think. So we'll get to the screen actually last. This is the first time I've seen this. It looks like this is the same digital screen that has the left side of the screen is digital. Maybe the right-hand side of the instrument cluster could be analog, just like the CRV. Is it possible that we get the fully digital portion that we see, let's say in the top of the line Civic, but even the Acura Integra? That's a possibility. So I think that might be maybe for higher grades. We also have the continuation of like that honeycomb-like grill, but instead of honeycombs, here it is like the triangles that I was seen on the front part of the vehicle, the grill. We still have a volume knob, so that's great to see. But it looks like gone are the tuning buttons or the seeking buttons. My girls don't seem that excited about that. And then here's our first look at the Google Automotive built in. This is awesome. You see the Google Assistant here. You just press that. Google, what's the weather, that sort of thing. Google Maps built in. And you also have the Play Store, so you can download apps. And then on the far right, you have kind of Honda's integrated software here for the diagram for the hybrid system, etc. You also have Alexa built in, Google. Like, this is amazing. And this is making me happy because my favorite software that I've ever tested is Google based on the Polestar and Volvo products. So yes, Honda is getting in on that Google game. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. It's just crazy because the CR-V's a 2023 model year doesn't have this Google built in. It's not like the existing Honda software is bad, because you still have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto available, but this is a lot better. So let's talk about powertrains really quick here. And it is going to have a new updated hybrid they just mentioned. And this is going to be this guy right here, the 2-liter setup with the double motor hybrid, 204 horsepower, 247 pound-feet of torque. At least that's what we see in the CR-V hybrid. I don't see them getting away from that. However, the CR-V will have all-wheel drive as an option on this hybrid. I don't expect the Accord to have that. We should see well over 40 miles per gallon. Look, if the CR-V hybrid can get over 40 miles per gallon in the front-wheel drive trim, this should be able to get 45 plus would be my guess. Now, you're also going to have the inline turbo probably reprise its role with a 10-speed auto, with the 2-liter turbo, 252 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, probably over 30 miles per gallon. And then I wouldn't be surprised on the base models, you get the 1.5 liter. So something around 200 horsepower, 180 horsepower, depending on what spec of this turbo small 4-cylinder they want to put in there. Yeah, V6 is gone. It's been gone since the 10th generation on the Accord, so don't expect that to come back out of nowhere. Gonna hit you with some sales numbers before we close it out. This bottom green here is where they're at this year. You can see it's underperforming versus the blue, which is 2 years ago in 2020. I mean, it's doing worse. I mean, Honda in general is doing worse than they were in the pandemic year. They're struggling with products to get them to the market. Supply chain issues are really affecting them. And there's a lot of talk about them, how they're separating themselves from the Chinese supply chain for markets outside China, but that's a different video. I've already talked on it, but it looks like it's progressing. Anyways, 2021 really outsold 2020, and it's going to really do better than 2022. Now, going down to the yearly sales figures, Honda sold 202,000 last year. Not great compared to when you see the height in 2014 or even back in 2007. They're selling over 380,000 Accords per year. But in the era of the crossover, 200,000 large sedans is nothing to sneeze at. However, this year they're pacing somewhere around 140 to 150,000 units. But are you excited for the Honda Accord? If you are, smash the like button. If you're not, comment down below why you're not excited about the iconic sedan here in North America. If you made this far in the video and you're not subscribed, like I mentioned before, you want to do that so you don't miss my coverage on my driving impressions of the Honda Civic Type R, but also the full reveal of the new Accord, which is happening in November. Can't wait. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day and peace out.